we're headed for Hampton Downs to take in the sights and sounds from the 2018 Prowear Chrome Expression Session. We car folk are a loyal bunch, even just a little one-eyed perhaps, tending to fly the flag for a specific mark, immune to the lure of its rivals. So an event that melds not just makes and models, but whole genres of motoring, divided by decades, point of origin, not to mention at times fierce rivalry, well, it probably just shouldn't work. But 2018's Prowear Chrome Expression Session continued the all-in ethos of previous years, and you'd have to say, pretty successfully too.
Yeah, just something different. Instead of going to a Mustang show where there's just Mustangs everywhere, to come out and cruise with just all types of cars on a track that's built, for this type of event, and just have some fun with the rest of them, I'm a V8 man, so I'll always have V8s.
I like all spectrums of the car range, so if somebody's prepared to put the effort in, I'll respect it and look at it for what that is, which is cool. Events like this are awesome.
It's a great show. There's a great turnout from all different walks of cars, from one side of the board to the other. Whether it's V8s, rotaries, all the JDM cars are here, just high caliber of cars here. There's a lot of nice cars. And it's a must-go show for the year. It's must-go.
A big chunk of Chrome's appeal is without doubt the location. Hampton Downs Motorsport Park, nestled just south of the Bombays on the Waikato side. The track saw heavy traffic over the long weekend, with a timetable drawn up to split track time between cruising speed and more spirited laps, also rolling start drags, power skids and a bit of drifting. Not to mention the supporting gymkhana and burnout pads. Confined within the circuit's border was a dedicated show hall and the pit areas, which in turn acted like a revolving show and shine of their own.
The car's a 1968 Holden Monaro, running a 402 big block. Turbo thrifty trans, 4 9-inch. Yeah, I've had the car for 24 odd years. Bought it in my early 20s and still got it now. Car's just turned 50, so yeah, you can't buy them for a couple of grand anymore, and love it even more. Yeah, wouldn't live without it. So no plans of losing it anytime soon.
And despite the Monaro's rapidly escalating value, wrapping it in cotton wool isn't in the plans either.
They're the days that you look for, to get out and actually use it for what it was built for. I bought it to have fun and skid it. Hopefully it holds together and we get there.
It's a 1965 SS Impala, factory big block car. It's got 496 in it, 454 stroker, nitrous, 750 horse wheels. I just love the shape, Good family car. Chuck the kids in it and go out for the weekend, and come and have fun on the track at the same time. We won't be holding back, mate. We'll be giving it to it.
Looking like it was doing 200 just sitting still, Steve Wood's Capri packing a whole lot more punch than anything the Ford factory deemed civil.
Running a 509 blowing alcohol big block Chev, built by Papakura Engine Specialists in Auckland. Well, you've got the Piranha from South Africa, which came out with a little 289, I believe. So you just take that a step further, and you'd struggle to get a bigger engine in the engine bay, but that's where things evolved to. So here we are. I've always had a bit of a semi for Capris. I think that's my 4th one. So they're small, they're light, and easy to make fast. So it's a wee bit thirsty. I'm going to run out of fuel before lunchtime, I think, but that's methanol, and it's a new engine, new combo, so I'm just trying to figure out where everything's at. So I've learnt something this morning, and that's bring more fuel.
Right, thanks to our mates at Need a Car, we're back at the 2018 Prowear Chrome Expression Session, where V8s duel with imports across Hampton Downs circuits and skid pads. But it's not all about braving the elements, be it a foggy Waikato Saturday or our favourite, the just plain old downpoury Waikato Sunday. Quite comfortable in his indoor parking spot for the weekend show and shine was Matt and his old school meets new Challenger. And we thought we'd join him for a bit.
It's a 2011 Dodge Challenger. It's running an aftermarket 392 with twin spark heads and NOS methanol injection, and obviously blowing. It's been a nightmare. We've had to do a lot of things that Shouldn't have been done, couldn't have been done, so they say. But we managed to come out the other side, more Kiwi ingenuity more than anything else, making things fit that's not supposed to fit, tricking computers with one computer, tricking the next, skin knuckles, everything. It was all worth it though. All the way through I was laughing, even though I was swearing half the time. But it was one of those things, you like a certain car, you got to do it. And I got it in my head, I got to do it. And if it was easy, everyone would do it.
And headaches and heartaches aside when breaking new ground, there's certainly a refinement that comes when dealing with a car without too many birthdays under its belt.
I think so, yeah, because even though it's got the old school sort of parts on the motor and made it more like old school looking, I'm still running the modern suspension, things like the modern power steering, which works on a computerized, so it just works out how I'm driving and changes the power steering accordingly. I'm getting, older, and of course my ass appreciates it more when I don't go over, the bumps so much and stuff. It's nice. It's nice, comfortable driving. The difference between a modern Commodore and an old HQ, it's a big difference.
It's a 1967 Ford Mustang. It's running a 289 stroker, and about 350 horsepower. So it's a 289 Windsor, straight to about 305 cube. It's got AFR aluminium heads, AFR aluminium radiators, put ice ignition all the way through the car, nice set of extractors. It's all forged bottom end, C4 transmission, just kept it all original, put a shift kit through it, and the original 8.8 inch rear end. We just put a true track through Casper diffs, just because it was always a one-wheeler. So now it's a little bit crazy with the true track in it, but lots of fun on the track, lots of fun, yeah.
The track and Hampton's burnout pad, it would seem. Sure, the Mustang certainly scrubs up nice, but a fun, usable car was Daniel's MO.
I want to build something that was 500-600 horsepower because it's undrivable, and we know it's making well over 350, so pump fuel all day, no hassles, and that was what we really wanted to build. It was fun actually driving to the track because everything else around me was on trailers, and I was like, I kind of want the old school. I want to drive there, to race around another day, put the original rims back on it and drive home. Cars are built to have fun, so yeah, family, friends, and a bit of fun with the car.